We're live.
What's going on, sports world? Good afternoon to you. Welcome to another podcast of Sports Wine and Brew. As always, we do it as a fan's perspective. We giving it to you on the real, none of the soft media stuff. So, we just bringing it to you how we, talk about it and we with the crew. So, hey, here we are, and let's make it happen.
Hey, everyone. This is Kelz Diva. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. It's your day to be celebrated, to be pampered, as well as some self-care. Make sure you're getting some self-care in, because you know what? It's your day. It's your day. It's your weekend. What it do, Troy? What's up? What's up, Troy?
What up? I'm trying to get my camera right. What up with y'all?
How the thing, man? What's going on?
Just chilling. What's up with y'all, man?
Just another wild Saturday, my man. Another wild Saturday.
Yes, sir.
And it's Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Happy early Mother's Day to you.
Yes. Tell Keisha, say Happy Mother's Day to you, to her too.
I will tell her. I'm sure she'll be here in a second.
All right, Troy, it's on you today, sir. So what we got going on today?
We're going to talk about some boxing. We're going to talk about this 8-year-old national champion boxer, some NBA playoffs, some NFL, some Dave Chappelle getting attacked at his own damn show.
We got a lot to do. Did you see his forehead? I bet you he won't run up on the stage again.
Did you see his arm? It was put on backward. I don't think that's going to be a trend that's going to happen anytime soon. Hopefully not, because they should just look at him.
Right, look at him.
It's going to be somebody to try something even worse. So, hey, trust me, they're going to have to start putting a net or some fencing up in front of them stages now, because everybody going to try their luck.
Well,
yes, sir.
Everybody want to get their platform off, and that's everybody feel how they going to do it is, we'll call it the Will Smith effect.
Did you see his excuse why he did it?
Yeah, mommy was getting put out of her house or something, wasn't she?
Like grandma was in gentrification in Brooklyn or something like that.
And that was going to solve everything. Yeah, go get a job. How about that? Go pick up part-time gigs. Go work 2 of them. How about that, buddy?
So you run up on the stage for somebody's parents?
Hey, get grandma's Social Security together and find her a place to live. I'm pretty sure they could have found some suitable housing for her. You just being lazy and trying to do it the fast way. That's what's wrong with these millennials. They just want to do everything fast.
You don't want to run up on stage, especially after Will Smith smacked the hell out of Chris Rock, and think there ain't going to be no repercussions.
But, buddy, I'm pretty sure his paper level and Will Smith's level is on 2 different sides of the planet.
Yeah, because he's still in jail, and Will Smith would have still been able to stay in the damn arena.
Oh, yeah. So he gonna serve his time.
Yeah.
So, Tanya, how long we gonna do the interview with the boxer? How long you want that to go?
He's gonna come on at 1:30. So Antonio is gonna come on at 1:30 with his family, and we are going to have a candid conversation with him. I'm excited to hear all about how he got started, his experience at the tournament and what's up next. So yes. So we just go ahead and we're gonna get started with the show, and then they will come on at 1:30.
All right. Okay. So being that we started with boxing, see, I need Neil on for this, because we started having we had a candid conversation about the top 5 boxers in the heavyweight division last week. And Bob, I don't know if you got a chance to hear it, but we were talking about the top 5. I was talking about how, I think the Gypsy King should be up in the top 5. My top 5 is Muhammad Ali, Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson, Larry Holmes, and I'm putting the Gypsy King up there. Who's your top 5, Bob?
Man, I pretty much roll with you on all that, but I'm gonna have to go with get your Gypsy King out of there. I'm gonna have to go ahead. I'm gonna have to put my man Leon Spinks up in there. I'm gonna have to put Leon Spinks up in the top.
There's no bad answers. It's, boxing is an individual sport, so everybody gonna have individual answers in their own top five.
Well,
I see the trend that the Gypsy King is going. 6'9", 85-inch reach. I can't see anybody who can beat him. So
yeah, I agree with you on that because when they were doing his measurables with that last fight, that dude looked like a little toddler out there. So you can find somebody on that same height level where you can, get in there, get in tight with him and hit him. But if you small, man, you got to stay out there and jabbing ain't gonna get it. Mm-hmm. You got to be in there in the trenches, nose to nose, and trying to take his head off. But if there ain't nobody on that size level and height, he pretty much gonna run the show till he decided to call it quits. In my opinion.
23-0, one draw. The draw was against Wilder, who I don't know why that was a draw because he knocked him down twice in that fight. And maybe they, it was a money thing. They wanted the fight to keep going. So you know how that is. So
you said the key word. They want to keep that. They want to keep that.
They want to keep that money thing going. But he was whooping his ass all three fights. Yeah. Gypsy King knows the sweet science. Tanya, who your top five?
My top five is Muhammad Ali, George Foreman, Sugar Ray Leonard.
Heavyweight.
Heavyweight. Then that would be, George Foreman, Mike Tyson, Leon Spinks, and Muhammad Ali. I have Muhammad Ali at the top. Ain't nobody done it better.
All right, now
and I like Manny Pacquiao.
Man, Pacquiao ain't in that weight class.
He ain't in that heavyweight class though.
Yeah, but what's up, Big Al Blaze is going with Lewis, Ali, Tyson, Fury, and Holy. He's throwing Holyfield in there.
Holyfield.
We're gonna get to the pound for pound for in any division here soon. But
yeah,
I was just talking about the heavyweight. Right now.
Then that would be Muhammad Ali. I didn't really watch it as much, but Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson be my top two.
That ain't bad. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So as far as pound for pound forever, that's it ain't the top five. It's who you think is the best boxer in the history of boxing. I'm going with Floyd Mayweather. That's just me. Who you got, Bob? If you want to go back to Sugar Ray Robinson, who was like 173-5. we could do that, but I've never seen him fight.
Yeah,
I'm just talking about, that's just mine. Like I said, it's an individual sport.
Well, my thing, I've had to go with old Mike Tyson until he just fell out of his mind. When he was focused and locked in on doing what he had to do, that dude was just pound for pound, the best thing rolling, in my opinion. When he was locked in on mentally and focused on what he was doing, and when he got started doing his shenanigans, marrying Whistle to go.
Robin Givens.
Yeah. That's when the choo-choo train just went totally off the tracks and hit the wall.
And the reason why I said Floyd Mayweather is because nobody's beat him yet. He's undefeated.
Yeah,
and
there ain't really no.
You can't beat anybody you can't hit. His defense is remarkable. Yeah. So I'm not saying I don't like, I'm not saying I like him as a person. I'm not saying that. We're just talking about boxing. Yeah. So my guy is Floyd Mayweather. And if he want to come back and fight again, he can, or he can just chill out. He's like 50-0.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he's gonna try it again one more time. Against who, I couldn't tell you, but
nobody to fight. Nobody who gonna go in the ring with him.
Yeah, who gonna go in the ring with him? Because they don't really have no.
And he's getting up there in age, so
We'll find somebody off the old show of Friday Night Fights. How about that? Somebody that's hungry.
Tanya, who you got? Best boxer.
Mine's Joe Louis, Muhammad Ali, Manny Pacquiao. I love Joe Frazier, Sugar Ray Leonard.
Can't sleep on Sugar Ray Leonard. He only lost like 3 fights. So
yeah. I'm going to old school. And if you want to throw it again, Lennox Lewis and Larry Holmes in that little, But again, if you talk about the new era, like I would say in the last 10 years, then it would be, Floyd Mayweather. But I'm the old school. So then I love my Roy Jones. That's when I look at Mayweather as the Roy Jones.
You can't forget about Roy Jones, like you said.
Roy Jones.
Forget about, you can't. I mean, like I said, man, there's no bad answer for you, Kelz. There's no bad answer for you, R. Kelly. There's no bad answer. It's an individual sport.
Right.
I don't know, Bob. You probably don't know this, but me and Tanya do. Back in the day, boxing is pretty like one of my number one sports. Back in the day, when I was in high school and in middle school, there used to be a program at Ohio State called NYSP. I don't know if Tanya, if you remember that.
Yes, we do.
National Youth Sports Program. I went there primarily to do, football and basketball, but I also was able to pick like a third sport, and it was always boxing, karate, or judo. And I took more to boxing, I took more to judo, I took more to karate than I did basketball, football, because it was something that I was able to, learn from scratch. And, I learned how to do karate, I learned how to do judo, I learned how to box, nothing on a professional level, but, I was 8th grade, 9th grade to 10th grade year and stuff like that. That's what I was doing. So, and I loved it. That's what, got me a hold of like the boxing so much. So it is definitely a science. It is definitely a science behind it. And as far as the Gypsy King, I think that he definitely has a sweet science, man. Just think, he boxed kind of like Muhammad Ali, but he's 6 inches taller than Muhammad Ali with an 85-inch reach. Who beating him?
Like who? Yeah, who's standing up to that? Like God,
who gonna beat him?
Because he's gonna be able to like his span, his reach. Like he gonna be able to stand back and still hit you with a force because of the weight.
And when I was a kid, I used to always just watch. I had 3 favorite boxers. I had Sugar Ray Leonard. I had Marvelous Marvin Hagler. I had Tommy Hearns up there. You know what I mean? I used to love Roberto Duran. You know what I mean? I love them dudes and stuff like that. But back in that era, them dudes was beating each other's butt. There was no undefeated.
That's when boxing was boxing, man.
That's
when it was real. That's when, everybody, all the big shots was trying to knock each other off. It wasn't really too much dipping and diving, trying to avoid nobody. It was all toe to toe.
Yeah. And then Roy Jones came along, and he
Roy
brought
the
Jones
Flash.
If you ever see Roy Jones's box, man, that dude is a statistician, man. That dude will just pick you apart. You know what I mean? He's a boxer.
All right, Troy, let me give you this question. Who was a major disappointment for you as a boxer? Mine is I can't think of his name. I just know the nickname. You can call him the Cobra. And that who was his name?
The Cobra.
Yeah, I cannot think of it. Yeah, man, he was nice. He just fell off quick. I like look him up and see if I can find his name real quick. But who was like a major disappointment to you?
Mike Tyson.
Tyson?
Mike Tyson?
Yeah. Mike Tyson should be undefeated. There's no reason why Mike Tyson should be undefeated. No reason at all.
We just said the reason 2 minutes ago.
And I think too, when Mike Tyson was like almost in the middle of his tenure, things changed with the flash, the money, things started to change and like the publicity. Because in the old days, you didn't have none of that. You just had to go and fight. That was it. And then things changed. And I think with him, he just got caught up. And I think I think Manny Pacquiao for me was.
The reason why I'm saying Mike Tyson is because you got to look at his background. You got to look at who was representing. You got to look at, what position they put him in. And then he got all that money real quick at 20 years old. He couldn't handle it. He didn't have, it was, man, there's no reason why Mike Tyson should have any losses on his record. None,
because he was a beast.
And he's one of my favorite. He's like I said, he was in my top. He's in my top 5. But I ain't saying I think that he didn't grasp all his potential because he had other like stuff in the background going on,
Right.
that distracted him. That's just my opinion. Like I said, it's my opinion. That's just my opinion.
But you're right. Things are distracting him. He started getting in trouble with the law, and it opened the door.
He went to jail.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But he got in trouble with the law. He started. It was just so much that he just started. It started to diminish what he had accomplished in a small window. And then when he got beat by Buster Douglas and put Columbus, Ohio on the map, on the national stage.
I think he lost to Kevin Let me just be. I think he lost to Kevin McBride, bro.
And the dude I'm talking about, Troy, they called him the Lone Star Cobra, was Donald Curry.
Oh, Donald Curry. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you went all the way back, Bob. All the way back. But yeah. But boxing is not. Al saying that we're going to watch the Canelo fight tonight.
Canelo is another one that's, man, I wouldn't want to get in the ring. He got probably one of the hardest punches I've ever seen in my life, man. That dude will put you on the mat.
We're going to see. I don't know. The boxing, I watch UFC before I watch boxing now.
I'm not that big on UFC like that. I know some of the players in UFC or the boxers in UFC or the fighters, but I'm not into them as much as I am in the boxing because I've been following boxing since I was probably 10 years old.
Yeah, that UFC, man, that turnaround is so quick, man. They seem like they got some kind of high-profile match like every other Saturday. I mean, you really got to be on top of that UFC, man.
You got to, man.
Yeah.
Like they was talking about some cat today was like half pound overweight. And he about to get stripped of his UFC title. I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
Because UFC changes so much. It changes athletes so much. Like you'll win one time and then you'll fight again. And like that's why I love it, but it's fast paced. And when you kicking somebody, you know what I'm saying? In boxing, you use your hands, but in UFC, you using the jiu-jitsu, you using a lot of other components. And when I'm seeing folks get their legs broken, one chop, and arms going back, yeah. And I really like that, just being in the cage, like, yeah, kind of reminds me of the wrestling, but just all no holds bar.
So Mike Tyson lost to Evander Holyfield twice.
Mm-hmm.
He lost to Lennox Lewis once. He lost to Danny Williams and Kevin McBride.
And that was all the last.
I could see Lennox Lewis. I could see Evander Holyfield, not Kevin McBride. Not Danny Williams. Who the hell is Danny Williams?
Yeah, who is that? That's when he started just
exactly. So when y'all asked me, when I said, who's your biggest disappointment, I would say Mike Tyson because Mike Tyson is probably one of my favorite all-time boxers, but his potential was not reached, in my opinion.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So you don't lose to no damn Kevin McBride, Danny Williams, Lennox Lewis. Yeah, I can see Lennox Lewis. Yeah, Evander Holyfield. He bit his ear. That was it. Then Evander Holyfield actually came back and beat him. So. It is what it is.
That ear bite, it just took the cake between that and her. I was just like, what are you doing? R. Kelly.
Hey, dog, you want to be on a podcast too?
Hey, that's what he thinks.
So I was saying Duran, Sugar Ray, Roy Jones, Sweet Pea Whitaker, rest in peace, Chevette. All good ones.
Okay.
All good ones. But if you want to go back to the old school, we can talk about Sugar Ray Robinson, like I said, who was like 175 and 6. and you can talk about Rocky Marciano, who was like 70 and 2.
Hey, that's another one.
And the only thing about that is I never saw them fight. You know what I mean? So I can't put eyes on them. I just could only watch old videos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can only go by what I've seen as far as on YouTube and stuff like that. And they was beasts. But them dudes ain't as big as the guys that's out now. Some of them guys is heavyweights at like 160 pounds. Tyson Fury is a heavyweight at 260 pounds. You know what I mean?
60 pounds.
Yeah. This because I just looked the list up, man. This list is crazy. They got Joe Frazier, Jack Johnson. Forgot about Oscar De La Hoya.
Ooh, I used to love some Oscar De La Hoya.
Sugar Ray Robinson's record was 175-19.
175.
With
Wow.
6 draws.
That's
6 draws.
That's crazy.
175. Ali, 56-5. Henry Armstrong is up there.
What's your thoughts on Shane Mosley?
Shane Mosley is. I like Shane Mosley, but he lost to Roy Jones, didn't he? Twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when he got knocked out,
Shane Mosley was good.
Yeah.
Bernard Hopkins.
Ooh, he went back to yeah.
As I keep saying, it's an individual sport and it's an opinionated sport. You know,
Right.
It's your opinion. You know, it just depends on who you like and what kind of style fight you like. You know what I mean? Remember they were saying like Deontay Wilder was supposed to be the next big thing, but he couldn't fight. He was just like a slugger.
Yeah, because he sure ain't got nothing. If he ain't winning that slugfest, you might as well go ahead and chalk it up. The decision ain't going his way if it go to distance.
We ain't seen him since Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
Right.
I think he might have thrown in the towel. Either that or he out somewhere getting some extensive boxing lessons on how to jab, because
he got to learn how to. He's a slugger, not a boxer.
Yeah, that's one thing he does not have in his repertoire, is being just getting a good stiff jab in him.
Sweet Pea Whitaker, he got up here, one of my favorite boxers. You know what I mean? Meldrick Taylor, if y'all remember Meldrick Taylor, y'all remember him?
Yeah, I ain't care too much for Sweet Pea. He ain't doing it.
But a lot of the boxers
I think he just died a couple of years ago in a car accident.
Mm.
And I think his son is boxing right now, Sweet Pea Whitaker. Right now, the 2 boxers I'm looking at right now is coming up is Gervonta Davis, who I think is in Floyd's camp, and Tyson Fury. Because I don't know who's going to beat them. Gervonta Davis just fought last week, and that dude can box, man. I think he's from Baltimore.
And Al, he said, Riddick Bowe. I forgot about Riddick Bowe.
Exactly.
What about Ray? What about my man Mike Tyson? What was Jerry Curl? Mike Tyson closed his eye up in the outside. What was his name?
His name is Mitch Blood Green.
Yeah, Mitch Blood Green.
Remember, he jumped off the car and he jumped off the car and tried. Was it Larry Holmes?
Tyson.
Was it Tyson? He was. That's when Tyson. No. I think Larry Holmes jumped off the car on somebody though.
Oh, Larry Holmes did?
I think he did. He jumped off the car. Car did a dragon kick somebody.
Oh,
I think it was. I don't know who it was, but it was Mitch Blood Green.
Mitch Blood Green.
With a Jerry Curl and got on TV like, look at what Mike Tyson did to my eye.
Yeah, he closed it up real good.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he was shut up.
Speaking of Mike Tyson, why don't we just leave Mike Tyson alone? Just leave that man be.
I just keep saying that.
Why are we messing with him on planes? Did y'all see the lady this week? What she did to Mike?
Somebody else?
Oh, he was taking pictures with somebody, and this lady just came out of nowhere and stuck her finger in his nose.
What did he do? What did he do?
He was just like, you could tell that he was appalled. Who knows where this woman's finger been? So he just stuck his finger up his nose, and he like backed her off and stuff like that, and they just cut the tape, and it was leave Mike alone, man.
Like I said, Troy, everybody trying to get quick fame and a quick payday off of nonsense.
Leave Mike alone, man.
Nonsense.
Y'all must ain't went through and looked at YouTube videos of Mike Tyson.
I just saw it. I just saw somebody posted it. It's a partial photo of the woman of an interest in sticking her finger in Mike Tyson's nose. Let's return
Yeah.
to play for people if you see her. What's
She just
wrong
walked
with
up and stuck her
people?
finger in his nose. And like I said, we don't know where that woman's finger been.
Like, listen, somebody on
You could have gave Mike a sticky finger.
right.
Hey, we don't know where that woman's finger been.
Hey. Hey, if I was him, I'd press charges. That's assault.
Yeah, and that's what's happening. That's what some of the posts are saying. Is like, why is America testing Mike Tyson like he's some kind of zoo animal? It's trash. Like, they got belligerent. Somebody showed his pistol. A dude harasses him and throws a bottle at Mike on the plane. And now this lady is putting her fingers up his nose. Like, what is going on with the disrespect?
It's because they know Mike got a quick trigger, and it's about getting a payday. Everybody willing to take a beat down to get out of getting the W-2 for him. I keep trying to tell y'all. Don't nobody want to work. Everybody want a quick payday. And they know he got a quick trigger to try to knock your teeth out down your throat.
Yeah. And that's what they said. They said, shouts out to the idiot who ran up on stage and tried to tackle Dave Chappelle. And he got mopped up by security plus Jamie Foxx. Did you see Jamie Foxx? Man, he gave him a mopped. I was like, when they showed that picture, I was like, oh my gosh. I said, see, you know what? We could talk about, we're going to make Mike Tyson one of our topics because he's doing some great things outside of, the craziness that's happening around him, but he's doing some great things. So, you know what? We have our special guest, Troy. We got a special guest in the back, ready to come on. So we're going to have you introduce them, and we're going to bring them on the air.
Okay, so we got an 8-year-old national champion, Antonio Johnson Jr. Hey, man, I can't wait to talk to this kid, man, because he got some great things coming up in the future. So let's bring him on.
Okay. Are we going to give him a little bit of his bio? Can we say a little bit of his bio? I will do that right
14-0, right?
Yeah, he's 14-0, but I'm going to pull up his bio and we're going to let you all kind of get a little quick background of him, and then we're going to bring him on the show. I'm too excited. And Troy will be leading us with our questions for him. So really quick, Antonio Johnson Jr. was born on August 31st, 2013 at Devlin Methodist Hospital. He's now 8 years old. He is in the 3rd grade, and he attends Charrington Elementary School of Westerville, Ohio. So shouts out to Charrington Elementary School. He has been in love with boxing before he could walk and talk. He takes after his father, who was a boxer when he was younger as well. Antonio has 14 fights, and he's just recently won a national championship in Cleveland, Ohio. He dominated the 55-pound weight class and made his family, friends, and people around his city both proud and excited. He practices at various gyms in his hometown. Antonio is on the rise. So we are getting ready to bring Antonio Johnson on the show. Woo!
What's up?
All right. What's up? Hello, family.
All right. Nice to
Hi,
meet you.
everyone.
Hello.
How y'all
All right, how you doing, champ?
Hello. How's everybody doing?
All right, how about yourself?
Good.
All
Hey,
right.
I'm glad that y'all was able to get on with us.
Yes, sir.
I'm Troy. We got our Kelz up here, SportzKelz, of course. How you doing, man? Congratulations, first of all, for being a national champion, man. There's nothing can take that away from you. Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
Round of applause for you.
Great work.
Yes.
Good work, man. How does it feel? How does it feel to be a national champion?
It feels good about being one of the greatest fighters of all time in 55 weight.
55 pounds.
55
Yes, sir.
That's what's up, man. I love that confidence. Mom and Dad, how y'all feel about it?
Oh, wonderful.
I feel great. I'm really proud of him.
Yeah,
Good.
Explain on my end, man. Like, I'm just here, man. But it's been a road. It's been a long trip. Been a long rocky road. But we here now.
Right.
So Dad, you used to be a boxer. So tell us about your boxing career and how you got your son into boxing.
I started boxing when I was around 6 years of age, but I couldn't compete till I was 8 years old. I started in 98. It was around 1998, and Man, I done had over, I say 200 amateur fights.
Oh man.
Fought the likes of like Adrian Bronner. I done fought the
Oh
likes
wow.
of Robert Easter Jr.'s. Like them, they all been like world titleists, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I fought those guys in the amateur ranks coming up, and it's just something that my son, you know, he took after me, and now we here.
All right.
That's what's up, man. That's awesome, man.
Yes, sir.
So tell us about your training regimen. Like, what do you do? Tell us about your daily day. Like, what do you do all day? Like, tell us about your training.
First, when we get into the gym, I stretch a little bit. Then I'll start running about 2 miles or 1.5 miles. When I'm done with that, we do like a couple of exercises, like stuff like that with weights. We do some of these, whatever. What are those called?
Curls.
Yeah, curls.
Antonio, do you have a favorite boxer?
Mike Tyson.
There you go.
Let's go.
We just got done talking about Mike Tyson, so how ironic.
Oh yeah, I see.
Mike Tyson.
Mom, you look really proud of your son. Tell us about your son.
He's a feisty little thing. He's super smart, very brave. Doesn't hold nothing back. Nothing. He isn't scared when it comes to boxing. I'm always scared. Even if it's a show fight, a tournament, my nerves are all. I can't eat, sleep. I can't do anything. But he gives me comfort because he's always ready to go out there and give it his all every time. So I'm just nothing but just proud of him.
That's what's up. R. Kelly, you got some questions for the young champ?
Yeah, I got one for Moms. I know Moms now. I know Dad was, probably all 100%, for him making that path to follow Pops. And Moms, I know they had to guide you along and, do a little coaxing and a lot of talking. So how long did it take you to get all on board?
I would say I'll probably still have days where I'm like, but I would say maybe I'm not sure. Some days I'm with it because he's my son, he's my firstborn, so I don't want him going out there getting hurt or anything, but he tells me every time that he's made for this. So
and Dad, so what now? You're his personal trainer, correct?
Yes, sir.
So what's like his regimen? Like, what's the hardest thing? I mean, that you have him doing right now, and there's a times where you can kind of see where you kind of maybe pushing him a little too hard and gotta pull it back.
I mean, I'm gonna say right now, it's never nothing too hard for him right now.
Good.
The hardest thing I probably have him do is sparring like 10 rounds straight with different, like 4 or 5 different opponents. Everything else is really, smooth. It's the workout is intense. It's not easy. It's not for the weak-hearted. It's intense.
So how long is your workouts?
Like I say, probably about 3 hours, 30 minutes a day.
Okay.
It's every day.
Okay.
And then we'd go back home and say like run like steps. We do stairs or just do a couple little extra things while we in the house. But that's about it.
Okay.
Tanya, what you got?
Okay, this question is for Antonio. What do your classmates, Miss Kelly, what they call me is I'm a teacher. I'm a 4th grade teacher. I did teach 3rd grade. So what do your classmates and your teacher think about your accomplishments?
I think it's pretty good because when I walked into the school, all of them said congratulations. When I walked into my class, everybody said good job. So I'm thinking they are pretty happy when I won.
I think so too.
Oh wow! So what is your so did they give a celebration, Mom, when he got to school? So what do you say when kids ask you what you do, like on the weekends when you're boxing? What is that conversation to your peers and to your friends about getting into boxing, Antonio?
Go ahead and tell them what you told. You do what? What you tell the kids at school?
Yeah.
He like to tell the kids at school he like to play football too. So
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it is at the school. I don't know if they like or too in fun with boxing or whatnot, but he likes to tell them that he's a football player sometimes as well.
That's what's up.
Like
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
he need to really stand up for his. He works hard. He trains hard. He fights hard. So you need to let him know. Let the whole
don't let nobody be ashamed of what you're doing, my man. Shoot, you putting it. Hey, you doing a great thing. So don't let nobody rain on your parade, man. For real, it's all about you.
So, Dad, what do you see for the future for him? Like, what do you see coming down? Maybe the Olympics, junior championship.
We have. I know upcoming. We got in July. We have another national tournament. It's a junior Olympic tournament, and so it'll be in Wichita, Kansas, for 7 days. If he win that, still be ranked number 1 in the country, and he'd be a junior Olympic national champion. It's like the same thing. I see. I wanna try the Olympics out. Like if we can make it, if we got time to make it, if we get, if we fall in right and we're able to make that transition.
A lot of great boxers come from the Olympics, man. So
yes, sir. Excellent. I agree. But I mean, if it doesn't work, I mean, that's the path right now in the Olympics. But if it doesn't, we don't make that path, you know what's next. About 16, 17 years of age, we going.
Right.
Antonio, what else do you like to do besides box and play football? What other hobbies do you have?
Probably
Game.
He's a gamer.
I'm sure.
What's that favorite game, Antonio?
What's your favorite game?
Fortnite.
Yeah, I want to say Fortnite, Call of Duty.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it. Hey, you gotta have some hobbies outside of boxing just to keep your mind straight. So ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it, Antonio. Shoot, hey, I'm in my 50s. I play Call of Duty, so hey.
I just got done playing an hour ago.
Here we go.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it. And I'm almost 50.
As long as it ain't cutting into your homework and your training, and you good.
That's what's up, man. Hey, you guys see anything? Is there anything else that you guys want to tell us about your son that we might not know?
Because I got a few questions. Yes, I do. So this is like some fun questions. So Antonio, what is your favorite meal that your mom makes for you?
Breakfast. Probably breakfast.
Okay, her breakfast. Okay. So your breakfast. So what's your mom cook for breakfast?
Eggs, sausage.
Ooh, yes.
And potatoes with ketchup.
Okay. All right. My next question is, as you're getting started, what's the music you and your dad, listen to get you hyped and get you ready for that, getting ready for that match?
What's that song?
Y'all don't want to know.
Hey, we want to add. We do.
Like NBA young boy, stuff like that.
Ain't nothing wrong with
it. From Chicago, I think his name is like PMG Nuke or something like that, and he got a banger. And that's
That's what we want to know. I want to know, like, what gets him hyped that gets him into that
Don't
mode.
hold nothing back. We ain't shy.
That's what get us through. That's what get us through.
Okay. So, Mom, are you? I'm sorry, Joy. Mom, are you
Go ahead, Tony. I'm sorry.
I know you are like around the ring. So, are you like right in the back where Antonio's at? Or are you kind of sitting up in the stands? Like, where do you see? Where do you see that when you're, when Antonio is boxing?
I'm sitting in the stands. I'm in the crowd. So I'm like, they're back there. I'm always wondering, like, oh my God, what's going on? Is he ready? Is he prepared? Like, my nerves is bad and stuff like that. But I'm just sitting there with his little sister. He has a 3-year-old little sister, and we're just waiting patiently. So when he comes out, we are screaming at the top of our lungs, and we make eye contact from like the ring and the crowd, and he he just gives me that look, and I know when I calm down and I'm relaxed. As soon as he gives me that look, I know that he's okay.
Okay, that means it's time to go.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your fight? What's your fight night routine? Like, what do you do to get ready to go when you go out in that ring? What are you thinking about?
Like what do I do to get warmed up?
Yep.
Probably hit mids and jump rope. That's it.
That's what's up.
Jump out of rope and hit some mitts. Yep.
Get them mix and get it going.
So by 2 rounds of that rope, warm him up, and then he'd be ready to go.
Okay.
Have you had any tough fights or any fights that you remember that was really tough for you? Out of your 14 fights, any tough ones?
My last fight.
The one for that national championship.
Right.
Really?
That
Tell us
was
about that fight. How many rounds? I'm sorry. Hey, Dad, how many rounds is it for them?
It's 3 1-minute rounds.
3 1-minute rounds. Okay. Antonio, tell me what was tough about your last fight.
He was super fast, and he kept on trying to come to me strong in the first round. But then I came back in the second and third round, and I won them 2 last rounds, and that's how I won the fight.
Oh,
That's what's up. So you already saw what you had to do to correct, to come back and win the fight. Congratulations again, man. I'm happy for you, man. This is cool.
Thank you,
man. Thank you.
Congratulations, man. We're real proud of you. Keep doing your thing, man. Because you are a real inspiration to a lot of kids out here, to do what you're doing and stay in them books, and everything gonna fall into place for you.
Yes, sir. Want to show them your hard work?
Thank you so much.
Show us your medal.
Yeah, hold them up in the camera. Oh, yeah, you got it going on. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
You got a lot of it.
He got about 12 medals. He got a lot of trophies as well.
Okay.
His medals outweigh. He loaded.
Super loaded.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
7 months in
Only
boxing.
7 months. Yep.
Hey, we got to make sure we keep track of what his career going forward, because this is awesome.
Yeah.
I think that we need to make sure that he does what he needs to do to get to professional ranks. I know Dad's going to hold it down because Dad had over 200 fights. Dad knows what to do is, man. Keep listening to your dad, man, because it seems like he knows what he's talking about.
Oh,
listen to him.
Yeah.
Let your dad lead you, man, because he's been there, done that, man. And you're gonna be that's not gonna be your last championship. I can guarantee that. I know that. Congratulations again, man. Congratulations. Much proud of you.
Guys, man.
Keep knocking them out, champ.
Will do.
Let's go.
And we appreciate y'all taking the time today to talk with us on Sports Wine and Brew. We really thank y'all, because I know y'all got a hectic schedule, but we really appreciate y'all talking to us today, because we're on the real.
Is there any way we can follow him? Is you got any social media where we can follow him on or anything like that, so we can keep track of him?
Yeah, he has an Instagram, and it's LILTONO 2013.
You got that, Tanya?
Yeah, that's what I'm writing it down now. You said it was LIN.
LIL.
Okay.
TONO 2013. Lil Tono 2013.
All right.
If you go check his Instagram out, he's loaded on there as well.
Okay.
And you said his next fight is going to come when? You said there's a junior.
No, we have a Junior Olympic tournament. It's coming up in July 9th through the 16th in Wichita, Kansas.
In Kansas, okay.
But we do have another fight coming up in Louisville, Kentucky on the 21st of this month.
Oh, okay. So we just keep checking his Instagram, man. Make sure,
Yes, sir.
Hey, we got to get him some support, man.
Yes, sir.
Columbus.
Man, definitely.
Columbus born.
Yeah,
That fight down in Louisville, is that more like an exhibition fight, or is that?
Yeah, it's a show fight, like a show fight. He'll still win or lose either one. Like a kid from St. Louis. I'm not really too fond on the kid, but I know.
A little rusty.
Now what's his weight class that they usually come in at his age?
8-year-old, 55-pound people.
55. Okay.
And it's dangerous to come in that weight class. I'm telling you,
Hey,
you don't want to be there.
hey, that's what you want, man. Hey, because I'm looking forward to following him because we will definitely keep an eye on him as he moves forward.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know y'all smiling ear to ear.
Man,
I got one more question for you because I have a 10-year-old here listening to his conversation, and she wants to know: does he feel really rested before fights?
That's up to you.
How does he feel before fights? Does he feel rested or does he feel anxious?
I feel nervous.
Feel nervous?
It'd probably be like a little anxious on there as well. He'd probably be anxious. I know that, but I know the nerves kick in as well. Oh yeah, but we make sure that he's well rested before, like we try to get down there like a day before the fight start.
Oh, okay.
To relax, wind down, and everything. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Well, we appreciate y'all coming on the show. I know y'all want to go enjoy y'all Saturday. Thank you. Congratulations again, champ.
Yes, sir.
Thank you
so
Thank
much.
y'all, man.
All right. Y'all take care. Have a blessed one. Happy Mother's Day to you.
Happy Mother's Day to y'all.
Thank y'all, man.
you.
Thank
All
you.
right. Keep up the good work.
Yes.
All right. Thank
you.
you.
All right.
That was good.
That was great.
Man, that was amazing. And we had some shouts out for him.
We got a lot of shouts out for him.
Yeah, shouts
Go ahead and read
out.
them out, Tanya.
Yeah, so we have, I hope I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, but it's Quad Couture, Ben Boston, keep going, champ. We had Pumpkin Hines who says, hey, yes. So we had John A. Gable saying this is awesome. And, again, to be a teacher, I would be so proud to be able to, again, recognize and showcase what our youth are doing in our community. Like he's right here in Columbus, Ohio. So I will be tagging Channel 10, Fox 28. I'm even tagging everybody into this live broadcast because they need to see again what our youth are doing in the community. And he is a 55-pound national champion in the world. Come on now, come through.
Hey, Tanya, can you put his Instagram in a link?
I sure can.
So we can get it and everybody follow him and keep tabs on him. That'd be awesome.
Yes, we have Keisha say I'm so proud of you, nephew. So yes, they put these shouts out, and you are able to replay the broadcast. Will be on Facebook SportzKelz Podcast as well as on YouTube. So subscribe to SportzKelz Podcast, share it. We want this again. Everybody needs to know all about Antonio Johnson, the amazing mom and dad that he has, and again that. He's right here in Columbus, Ohio, baby, in the C bus, doing some amazing things. First in the nation.
And don't forget on that YouTube, smash that like button.
Yes,
smash the like button. It gets no better than that. It gets no better. And did you hear how he even talked? He knew. Sometimes when you think about an 8-year-old, confidence. His character. Wow.
Confidence. Dad, Dad been in the sport. He know what to see. He know what he sees. He knows how to train him. He knows, how far to press him, how far not to press him. So I think he's gonna go far, man.
Yeah,
I do.
Right.
And his dad, like I said, his dad. You heard him say he fought against like Adrian Broner and some other people and stuff like that. He got over 200 fights, so he got a lot of experience in this corner, man. So that's awesome.
He's in good hands, man. He in good hands.
Yeah, good hands.
I'm
put his Instagram.
I'm shocked not to see him on the big scene.
I know. I can't wait to just think in another 8 years of how many fights are gonna happen if his belt, and then when he start moving up the ladder like his dad said, and just continue to keep growing. Wow, yeah, we're gonna see him.
He's 8 years old, a champion at 8 years old. When I was 8 years old, I was playing with Transformers.
8 years old.
I was playing with my Transformers. Last weekend, I wasn't thinking about nobody.
And we
Grandma came in.
Grandma came in. Grandma came on through. Happy Mother's Day, Mrs. Phyllis Lindsley. I love my grandson. So again, this is what we do this for. This is why we have this platform, to be able to give youth, people who are doing amazing things in our community, the platform to shine. And so I'm just excited to have SportzKelz Podcast to be a part of, to see what he's doing and to share it. So now it's time for everybody else to find out and share it also.
That's what's up. Y'all ready to move on?
Yeah, we ready to go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yo, let's talk about the NBA playoffs, y'all. Let's talk about Miami and Philly, man. Philly came and pulled one off last night.
Yeah, let's get to the meatloaf. That's getting overcooked down there. Let's get to the meatloaf.
And is James Harden cooked?
Yes.
The meatloaf is undercooked. That
James Harden out there doing nothing, man.
And he was what, 4 for 11. Man, I'm telling you, Philly made a bad move by picking him up and letting all them bodies go to get him. I think they really put themselves at a disservice by picking him up.
They was hamstring though, because Ben Simmons wanted out, so he had no choice.
Ben Simmons would have sat there like Baker Mayfield, and we'd recouped all our money. Every game you set out, we gonna suck you dry. He'd have sat there until his contract was up. That was foolishness on their GM for feeling pressure to trade him. I wouldn't trade. He would have sat there.
Well, his GM is the last GM he had in Houston, so they got a relationship. So that's probably why they pulled the trigger like that. It's not working out. Because if MB's out, he's got to pick up the slack, and he did not.
Yeah, that's it. Undercooked meatloaf, man. That Joker's shooting percentage is in the high 20s.
We need to have Antonio's dad get him in the gym and train him because he's fat as hell.
That's what I said. What's wrong? They're not even. That's the whole thing. These players are so out of shape. They got to get it. James Harden look like he been eating, like he still got COVID weight on him.
James always been thick, but like you said, he didn't pick it up. Like you said, that COVID weight, and I just think he don't give a fuck. To be honest with you,
I don't think he do either.
Yeah, he just don't care.
They broke it down on the sports show I was watching where Doc Rivers, was giving his little rah-rah on the sidelines. Throw your hand in there, to get the players going. He kept his hand out until Sam Cassell threw his hand in there and put his hand on top of Sam Cassell. So it's some dissent going on in that locker room. For whatever reason, I think he want Doc Rivers out.
Well, next year they can offer him a max contract. You think they're gonna give it to him?
Who? To Milo?
Yeah.
I would. But I would.
So what they gonna do with him though? If they don't offer him a max contract, they're gonna trade him? Doubt it.
Bye-bye. Go get 2 or 3 bodies for him. Because trust me, somebody will pick him up. I'll get rid of him.
So do y'all think that Philly got a chance to come back and upset Miami?
Only way of James Harden find a way to get out of this slump, because they need to get at least 25 out of him.
Right.
Got to at least get 25.
Not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
I agree with you, but you asked, so I'm just giving you the hypotheticals of the situation.
Not the way he playing.
Not the way he playing.
And like I said, like Bob, you said the best. I just don't think he can.
No, dude, I'm getting there. I'm getting my cakes, so keep it moving. So I don't know, man. It's just whatever. It just seemed like misery just followed Doc Rivers. I mean, it seemed like he had his best years in Boston, and outside of that, it just seemed like he got the Grim Reaper just sitting on his shoulder as far as his basketball career, because it just ain't panning out.
Because these players don't got respect.
So since you think Miami's gonna move on from this series, they're gonna have to play the winner between Celtics and the Bucks. Now, who y'all got in this?
The Bucks.
Who you got, Bob?
Man, oh man. I want to take the Celtics, but Smart he's still out, isn't he?
For the moment.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Like I said, I want to see the Celtics advance, but I think it's gonna be a tall order. Like I said, fooling around with them, you got to get the Greek freak in foul trouble.
They just won a game without Smart, so he's not gonna be the.
I just like him there for the defense and the energy. I mean, he like the Draymond Green in that category for me. That's where I like him at. But I like to see Boston pull it off. Even though I think it's going to be a tall order for him, I'm gonna go with Boston.
Yeah.
That's not a bad pick. I'm not mad at Boston. Jason Tatum is turning to a superstar before our eyes. Jaylen Brown is doing what he does. You know what I mean? So remember, in the middle of the season, when the Celtics was sucking, they was talking about trading one of them. No, glad they didn't do that.
Yeah.
Now they got the number one defense in the league, almost pretty much. So you don't want to do that. I like Boston.
It's gonna be. I think that's gonna go 7.
Like you can't sleep on Giannis though.
No, that's what I'm saying. Giannis is, and he's been here before.
And Middleton, that's why I said that's probably one of the best series besides the one we're about to talk about next.
And the thing is with that series, I just noticed something that Milwaukee's doing. They going with all big lineup down in that baseline. They going Lopez, they going Giannis, and I'm sorry, I don't know who that third body is, but they going all big bodies on that baseline. So
Bobby Portis.
Oh, Bobby who?
Bobby Portis.
Okay. So basically, they just trying to cram it down their throat right now. So the thing with Boston is they pretty much got to be hot from perimeter and getting to the glass to keep this competitive. If they have an all night in either one of them categories, you might as well chalk it up as a loss. Because if you just looking to pound the paint, then that's either a bucket of free throws.
Yeah. Because they moving the ball through Giannis. That's how the ball is being moved. He's moving the ball. And Celtics got some young players. I just think they don't have enough. I think it's going to go 7. But Giannis, as long as he stays in this groove that he's in, they're going to be unstoppable. It'll probably be, because right now it's 1-1. So I'll see, the Bucks going 4-3.
I'm picking the Celtics, even though I can't believe that's coming out my mouth. I'm going to pick the Celtics. But I don't want to sleep on Giannis. That's gonna be a hard one, man. I really can't. I got to pick somebody just because that's our show is opinionated. Yeah. I gotta pick the Celtics, which I do not want to do. But I think that's gonna be a good matchup between the Celtics and Miami, though. That'll be a good matchup for sure. Mm-hmm. What y'all think about the Warriors and Grizzlies? Who y'all think? Can the Grizzlies pull it out?
Don't think so.
No, I don't think so. The Warriors have all their main top 5 players back, and they playing better than ever before. Like Clay, I don't know. The only way Grizzlies gonna pull it out is if somebody gonna have to go down. And right now, they both playing at a high level. But I just think the Warriors want to, they got something to prove. They got a chip on their shoulder.
Grizzlies had game 1 in the bag. Morant missed the layup.
Yeah.
So, second game, the Grizzlies look like the Grizzlies, man. I'm not gonna sleep on this young team, man. I'm not.
No.
But that Morant, the way he fall on the floor, every time he go up, he hit the deck. He plays so hard. I just don't want to see him get hurt, man. If he get hurt, it's over.
I'm gonna say this to that. As far as the Warriors go, they need to take a page out of what Boston did to my little soft Sally Kevin Durant. You gotta somehow play a little physicality with him. I know it's gonna be hard because they're quick as lightning, but you gotta have 2 bodies come. You gotta get that ball out of his hand early. If you let him do his startup thing at the top of the key and get the moving, you can wrap it up. But you gotta get the ball out of his hands early.
They got 2 physical players that's on the court for Warriors. They got Draymond Green, who's on the verge of physical and dirty. And then you got Gary Payton II, who's got a broken arm.
But like I said, you just got to get somebody just to funnel him to like to cut the court off and try to bottle him up. But if you just trying to do that one-on-one top of the key, he gonna kill you. You got to shade him to one side of the court and bottle him up and just hope whoever he kicking it to got a cold hand. That's the only way you're going to be able to slow that down.
Steph ain't had one of his highlight games yet either in the series, so that's coming.
Yeah.
And then the other one that's over there, he playing like my man Meatloaf right now. He cold as ice as
Thompson.
Yeah, he if he ever get the hot hand, and I think they'll start taking control of this series. But if he continue to have these cold nights, then it's gonna be real cut close.
I think he out of shape too, man, because of that injury too. So.
Yeah, because all he do is get well. Yeah, and Klay Thompson, he's like he ain't had no high scoring game, high scoring either. So I think it's coming for both because he's been out for the last 2 seasons. And I always say him because he's like that X factor of the Warriors, and they haven't went because Klay was out. So to be able to see him back in a part of the mix, it's going to be a high scoring game. But I think it's going to be Warriors in 5.
We'll find out at 3:30. That's when the first game starts.
Yes, it is. Yes,
so,
it is.
So the Suns and the Mavs. Hey, the Mavs impressed me last night because I thought that they was gonna lay down and die, but they didn't. They came back. They won. I didn't think they was gonna win at all. I thought they was gonna get swept. Luka out there doing Luka things. He got actually some help last night. That's what it is. If other guys can help him, actually just help him a little. They got a fighting chance. What y'all think?
That's why 4 other bodies out there. When you got other bodies out there that ain't doing nothing, then you gonna get nothing. Last night they had a guy that I think for the series he's only dropped in 22 points. He ran up the ladder, dropped in 29. So yeah, it's a team effort, man.
Jalen Brunson had 28.
Yeah, it's a team effort. You just can't have one dude out there. I don't care if you score 40. You still gotta have other bodies doing the other stuff, dropping in. I don't care if it's 15, 20. You got to have that effort. And if you ain't got that effort, you're going to take that L. Go ahead.
What you think about Luka's game? Because he be out there gunning because he has a green light, but he don't play no D. What you think?
Nope.
Well, that's something that he needs. That's something that your boy need to have a long talk with him about the defense portion of that when he cross half court. Jason Kidd need to have a talk with that dude.
Luka don't play no D.
He just be standing around.
He almost as bad as James Harden. He don't play no D.
Like he don't even put his hands up. He just be standing at the rim. I'll be like, is he going?
So if they win and have to face the Suns, or I'm sorry, have to face the Warriors or something like that, man, that's gonna be a problem, man. He got to play some defense on somebody.
Well,
especially.
That's one of the things, man. Like I say, these coaches do that. If you got a lazy player out there, you got to break it up a little bit. Mix in the zone. I mean, just to shake it up, because if you don't want to play no man-to-man, you gotta mix it up a little bit.
But is it lazy, or he just know that he got the green light because he's the best player, and he know he ain't gonna get taken off the floor? Jason Kidd ain't gonna take him off the floor because he ain't play no D.
Probably 50-50.
He gonna take Dorian Finney-Smith off the floor if he ain't playing D. He ain't gonna take Luka off the floor.
But he need to take Luka off. I think Luka need to, because he's be standing around, or then like when he be going up the court, he just be jogging. Like, is there any kind of urgency?
So, but you would think that if your best player is out there doing it both ways, that'd inspire me. If I see you just playing offense and gunning and just not playing D, I mean, you know how it was when we was coming up, Bob. We had somebody on our team who just always gun but go back and not play no defense. Like, if you ain't playing defense, I ain't gonna play no defense.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So, that's what I would think. You playing defense inspires me. He don't play no defense.
None.
And when he out on the court, the other team knows he don't play defense, and they always send somebody at him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the correct thing to do, though. I mean, if you out there lollygagging, then I will isolate and go right at him.
Why do you think James Harden be out there getting barbecued? Because everybody knows he don't play no damn fucking defense. He be getting barbecued. They had Jimmy Butler. Did you say they had Jimmy Butler on him? Jimmy Butler took him down to the block and was killing him. He was destroying him. I know he's be looking his chops when they switch on Harden. They're like, "Oh, Harden on me? Cool.
Let's go.
I got this." Y'all got this series. Y'all think the Mavs gonna pull it out, or you think it's the wrap?
Suns are going. Like I said, the Mavs thing right now is going to be all energy and hype, and they ain't going to be able to sustain that for no another 3 or 4 games.
No.
Nah, the Suns is going to squeak that out.
Because you're gonna have Chris Paul. Yeah, you're gonna have Chris Paul.
I mean, Chris Paul, he gonna jump up and hit somebody in the nuts and get somebody out the game. I don't know how he gets away with that at this damn age, but he does. And now they got and just think, he didn't got all the other players hitting people in the nuts. Look at Jay Crowder hitting people in the nuts, jumping up here. You see what he did to Luka? You see what he did to Luka the other game? Man, he kicked him in the nuts so bad. I saw his face. I was like, man, I know I've been kicked in my nuts. And I'd rather you bowl me in my face than kick me in my nuts. That will take your breath away, bro.
It'll get you.
That is not a good thing.
No, it'll get you. Because one of the grandkids got me about a week or two ago, buddy. It make you start blinking real fast. I'm gonna keep it real with you.
Your eyes start watering up.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. One of the grandkids clipped me on by accident, man. And it get you to blinking, buddy. I ain't gonna sit here and lie.
Hey, Luka was on the floor wobbling, and his face was red.
Hey,
and I just sat there like, man, I'm sorry,
man,
bro.
And there ain't nothing you can do with it.
Nothing you can get on up
until it stops throbbing.
Until that throbbing situation go down, you can't move.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, that's a real thing. And they've been Chris Paul and Jay Crowder. That is they MO and Draymond Green.
Man, it's like that episode of what's the movie? Sure, old boy guy. He shot himself and he said he shot my bunion. And his toe was throbbing.
I'm gonna get you something.
Yeah. Hey, I'm telling you, that is a horrible feeling. Horrible. But I think that series is going. I think Golden State going to end up riding that series. I think it's going to end up going probably 6. So
who you got in the finals then?
Man, it's probably going to end up being. Oh my goodness, I think it's going to end up being Golden State and the Bucks.
That's not a bad pick. Not the Suns?
I don't know, man. That Suns, I don't know. I think right now I got to ride with Golden State. Trust me, I ain't counting the Suns out, but I think Golden State just got a little bit more moxie to get over that hump than the Suns do. Because I think the Suns really gonna come down to their big man in the middle. They got to get squeeze, get something out of him, and to get them over the hump. I think he the X factor for them to make it to the finals.
One of the Warriors' best defenders is out, Gary Payton II, till next year. Thompson is fat. He's not on his game right now. Draymond is kicking the balls away from being ejected. Then they stuck with Steph Curry and Poole. And Poole started with a spark, but now he didn't cool down a little bit.
Yeah, I think the reason he didn't cool off, man, they didn't. They got him coming back off the bench when I guess when you in that starting role, your battery already charged and ready to go. So coming off that bench is, sometimes it's hard to get reignited.
You're right. Okay, y'all. Let's move into some NFL. Y'all ready to roll?
Ready to roll. Let's go.
Okay, so the draft wrapped up last week. We got some winners and losers. Who y'all got?
Oh man, well, everybody trying to crown the Ravens as the winner of the draft. They got some solid picks. They covered a lot of potholes they had to do that kind of that hit them hard last year. So I'll give them kudos on their draft picks. And as far as getting a flat out F, I'm gonna have to go with the Dallas Cowboys as usual. There's no rhyme or reason with what's going on down there. I mean, Jerry Jones, man, that dude just
wasn't he like showing people his card, like who he was about to pick in the draft room?
Man,
his son was like, "What are you doing?"
Even his son said, "Go sit down."
Dude, that sucker's down there. I'll be asking, trade me immediately. Just let me go. Just let me go. You can send me to the USFL right now to get away from Dallas Cowboys. Just let me out. That's how bad it is down there.
But if you watch I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Tony. My bad.
If you watch the news, they got Dallas Cowboys as getting an A.
Oh,
Really?
Really. Number one, they had the Ravens, the Jets, Eagles, Chiefs, Green Bay, Cowboys A.
They had Green Bay up there?
Yeah, they ain't even pick a receiver. Come on.
They
Yes,
picked a
yes.
receiver, but it was like in the third round.
Yes, yeah. That was the NFL draft grade, because that's what I've been looking at. Because I was like, and I'm a Cowboy fan, and I had them at a C minus, but to be an A. So I was like, okay, who did they pick? Like, who did I miss? Because I watched really the draft this year through and through, and I was like, who did we pick up? Anybody that was really going to make an impact this year?
I got a question for y'all. Do y'all think that the Cardinals, since that DeAndre Hopkins was going to be suspended, is that why they went and got Marquise Brown?
No, the satisfied crybaby.
Yeah,
I know that's one of them because they played together in college.
Yeah,
But
satisfied crybaby. They might have got the inside track. I ain't gonna.
that's what I mean. Do you think they had an inside track and knew what was
I
going on?
wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked.
surprised. Yeah.
It was only a week later or a few days later that they said that DeAndre Hopkins was suspended for 6 games when they got Marquise Brown. So you think they had like
somebody probably gave them the inside scoop, man. I would be shocked.
So my second question is that do you think that the Cardinals can hold it together for the 6 games that that Hopkins is out?
Nope. Mm-mm.
I think it's going to be a struggle for them. I think they'll probably end up either splitting or going. I think they end up probably splitting that schedule, even though it ain't out yet. But they always seem to struggle. They struggled with him towards the end of the season when he was out. So
exactly, Bob.
Yeah,
the record for him when he was out was 1-4. When Hopkins was out, when he was there, 4-2.
Yeah. Because they need him.
And Tanya, don't hold too much to that A that your Dallas Cowboys got, because I'm circling right here looking at some of these draft grades. And once again, like Troy said, it depends on the individual that's giving out these grades. So
I had Cowboys. They hit the Bengals at a B, where I thought Bengals was even higher. But you already know Dallas, no matter what, is going to dominate airways. I'm sorry, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I think the Jets had a good draft. I don't think they still going to be good because their quarterback sucks. So I think that they did have a good draft, so they might help their defense out. But Jameson Williams, who they get? No, they got Garrett Wilson. Garrett Wilson ain't going. Zach Wilson is not good. So unless he got somebody, they got somebody to get him the ball, he's not going to have any impact. So my question to y'all is, what rookie do y'all think is going to have the best impact?
That's a hard one, Troy.
There was some good ones that came out this year.
That's a hard one. Oh, my goodness. I got to think on that one for a second. Good Lord. I'm trying to think top rookies. Trying to think really all the top rockers. Monty Joe, all the top rookies were defensive picks.
I'm thinking Singletary Jr. is going to be an impact.
And where he end up at?
Oh man, the Giants? Did he go to the Giants? I think. Where did Singletary go?
Singletary.
Your boy, your Michigan boy. You don't think ain't gonna have an impact in Detroit?
He gonna grow into his shoes. I don't think after what he showed me in that Georgia game, he lost a lot of brownie points with me because that Georgia game, them jokers put the handcuffs on him. I don't even think that joker even registered a quarterback rush in that Georgia game.
In my opinion, this is just my opinion.
Okay.
If Jameson Winston is if he cannot throw the ball to the other team and actually throw the ball to Mike Thomas or Olave, they're gonna be okay. I think Olave is gonna have an impact.
That's what my opinion. That's my Chris. Oh man, I cannot wait to see him.
He's in New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Well, that's what I think what the key gonna be is if they can get what's his name off, if they can get him off the injured reserve list, because that joker then just lived over there. What's that big time receiver they had that came out of
Michael
Ohio State?
Thomas. Michael Thomas.
He's gonna play. Get them two rolling together. That's gonna be some nastiness down there.
As long as Jameis Winston cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Well, I think James is going to be all right. I think he finally – didn't he say – because I always thought he went and got the laser eye surgery, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was seeing double vision now. So I think he's going to be all right moving forward. I honestly do think his vision was screwing him up.
Don't sleep on them having a new coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. As I said, the Saints going to be really good this year. I like
And one
Lave.
thing is with the Saints, just let the dog out the bag, man. Just let them cats play.
Let him play.
If you got to play yard ball, then let the motherfuckers play yard ball.
I mean, the Saints got good defense. They got an excellent running back who can catch the ball out the backfield.
Yep.
And Kamara. They got 2 solid wide receivers. And the X factor is Jameis Winston.
Well,
And I think he can play.
Robert question on Kamara, did he beat his case he had?
Oh, I ain't heard nothing about that. I heard he got a case, but it was in Vegas or something. He like
Yeah,
assaulted
he beat
somebody,
this
right?
dude. Beat this dude. And his boys beat this dude down.
That I don't know, but he'll probably be suspended a couple games.
That ain't going to change. I need for them to play throughout the season.
So my rookie is Olave. Who's your rookie, Bob?
Oh man, rookie wide receiver. Let's see.
No, not rookie wide receiver. Just what rookie you think is going to be have the best impact, defense or offense?
Impact. Oh man, I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go with my man out of Cincinnati. I'm going with old Hot Sauce. I think that cat going. I'm looking forward to see what old Hot Sauce is gonna do out there.
If Hot Sauce got a gold chain that got hot sauce in it that y'all saw, I'm sure y'all saw.
Right.
Yeah.
He got to show improve. You
yeah.
really got to come with it if you that bold to get that chain with the hot sauce in it.
Yeah.
You got to show improve. Who you got?
That's who I really can't wait to see him play.
Because he's going to need to, because he all over social media. The sauce is sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Mine is Lave. I want to see him. Lave from OSU Buckeyes, because everybody always talk about my boys, and he don't have to do the work. That's why I love the fact that he's down there with the Saints. He ain't got to do all the work. You know, most time when OSU players go to the next level, they got to do a lot of the work to kind of, so now he kind of can ease into his position, watch and learn and ball out. So I'm looking forward to seeing him because he played hella great at OSU. So I'm waiting for him to come. Yeah, he gonna make a great addition to the Saints this year.
And another one I think is gonna be a good addition. It's gonna be the backup for the Tennessee Titans. Is my man out of Michigan, Hassan Haskins. I think he's gonna be a perfect role filler to follow up behind the Diesel. They got to give him a break because they run that joker too much. That's why he had the injury bug on him last year. But I think that's gonna be a good 1-2 tandem down in Tennessee.
Well, Bob, that is a good segue because we're going to Tennessee right now. I got a question for y'all. So Ryan Tannehill came out this week and said that, he doesn't think that he should be a mentor to Malik Willis when he comes out.
I heard that.
He feels like that, he should just learn as he goes. If he picks something up from him, hey, cool, whatever. Your boy RG3 ran a 4.3 last week, and teams are clamoring for his services right now. RG3 said that he is willing to come and be a mentor to any quarterback who a team picks him up. His top teams are the Bears. He's willing to go back to Baltimore, Cleveland, and Indianapolis.
Who you gonna mentor? You ain't do nothing in the league. What you gonna mentor?
Yeah.
That's not the point. My point is, should Ryan Tannehill think what you're going to say and not say it?
Right.
And do you think that he shouldn't mentor Malik Willis?
No.
Why not? You teammates.
My damn job. Are you crazy?
You teammates.
Teams mean that's cutting into my check. I ain't mentoring. No, I'm being like Aaron Rodgers. I ain't mentoring no damn body. You better come in and learn this shit on your own. If you're gonna take my job, you're gonna take it by yourself. I'll be damn if I'm gonna help you take the keys out of my pocket. Hell no.
Bob, if you're a confident quarterback, you shouldn't worry about your job.
That is true. But like
And
all
Ryan Tannehill was worried about his job.
All I'm going to say on that is stick to your guns. He better not backpedal. That's all I'm going to say. Because one thing I can't stand about these athletes, you talk that trash, then 2 days later, you get home, you start hearing social media talk about it, then you change up your tune. If that's how you feel, stick to it. And me personally, no. Pick it up yourself, rookie.
He going to backpedal. Watch. It's coming. It's coming.
So we are talking about Ryan Tannehill. I don't think he's that confident. He just lost his best receiver. So I think that he's feeling a little skeptical about his position.
Okay.
If you're thinking it, that don't mean you need to say it. You need to come in the building and be like, I'm willing to do everything to do to help the rookie, blah, blah, blah. But if you got confidence in your craft, you ain't got to worry about mentoring nobody. It just come naturally.
Say it.
Don't say it. Just because you thinking it, don't say it.
Yeah,
that's why RG3 came out and said, I'll go to any team and be a backup for $10 million and mentor whoever I want to
once again, that's fool's gold because you did nothing in the league to solidify to be a mentor. Nothing.
That's what RG3
and you can't even slide properly to keep him preventing a knee injury. So stop it. Who the hell pay you 10 million? You're out of your freaking mind.
Bob, I got a question for you. Would you take RG3 or Baker Mayfield as your backup?
What's the price tag?
Well, you know that Baker's is 19.
Well, that's a definite. I'll let him sit and keep deducting that money. So you know the answer to that one. I'll take RG3.
I would take RG3 10 times over 10 over Baker. And I would take RG3 over Zach Wilson in the Jets. I would take RG3 over a few other quarterbacks right now in the league. I'm not saying he's going to be the best, but who? I would take him over Carolina's quarterback.
That's true.
You take him over Carolina's quarterback? I take RG3 over Carolina's quarterback.
Yeah. Hey, be honest with you. Hey, Pittsburgh got to go since he want to play. I would go get him. I'm Tomlin. I'll go get him. Give him a shot. What you got to lose?
That quarterback house is stacked with.
They got a rookie coming in, man. You know Tomlin ain't let no rookie start.
Meyer, Rudolph, and Trubisky. So Trubisky's starting.
Yeah.
They're not gonna get a fourth dude in RG3.
I would get rid of Rudolph and bring him in.
Well, he named his team he wanted to go to. He wanted to go to the Bears and mentor Justin Fields. And he needs all the help he can get.
Well, if he going to the Bears, he better take some linemen with him and some receivers along with him. He better find a couple other guys that want to mentor because he in for a rough ride up there in the Bears country this year. Because that roster is horrendous.
And that's
so back to my original question. So Bob, back to my original question, and Tony, I'm sorry. You think that a quarterback shouldn't mentor a rookie coming in?
Go ahead, Tony. I want to hear this one.
They should. I mean,
so if Dak Prescott said that about Malik Willis, if Dak Prescott said, I'm not mentoring him, he's not my quarterback, he can just learn as he goes. If he picks up anything, that's cool. Well, how would you feel about that?
Listen, that's going to be a part of the coaches. It's like Tannehill running his mouth. Like when you come in there, you're going to have to at least show them the ropes because your offensive line coach is going to put you with them. They're going to put you with the quarterbacks. You're going to have to learn. Him running his mouth is because he's scared he's going to lose his job because he is trash. So you're saying it out, and I'm telling you, he's going to eat crow when the season starts. And I feel that his position is not safe. It's not safe at all. So yeah.
I would think Dak would be like, okay, I'm gonna let him come in. That'll be cool. He could pick up whatever he need to pick up because I think that Dak is confident about his position.
And Dak has done that. So again, Dak is that everybody always say like Dak is like Russell Wilson. They're like nerds because they always like making sure that the team is straight. And you need to. You got to have inclusion in the freaking locker room. That's why so much confusion be happening on. And it ain't even time.
This is how I feel. If you a quarterback coming in and I got to come out and say that I'm not mentoring him,
right?
That means I'm not confident in me going to be the quarterback. I'm scared. I'm scared that this man's going to come in and take my position.
Yep.
Same thing that Tannehill's doing is the same thing that Baker Mayfield did. Shut the fuck up.
Be quiet. And you on Twitter. That's where it came from.
You know that you got the position. You're the starting quarterback. Until they say that you're not the starting quarterback, do your job. That's all you got to do. Who cares? If you're thinking it, don't say it. Don't say that dumb shit. Just whatever. Let him come in and do what he got to do.
Yeah.
You know that they drafted him for a reason. Eventually, he's going to take your spot.
If I'm Tannehill, I'm sabotaging every chance I get.
Well, he's sabotaging his own self because, again, he went to Twitter. Shut up. Just do your job. You're not
and then he started doing all that crying about Antonio Brown. I'm not Antonio Brown. AJ Brown leaving. AJ Brown. They didn't tell me that AJ Brown was leaving. They didn't give me a heads up. They was going anywhere. They didn't give me a heads up.
That just gives you extra medicine that even your front office ain't got confidence in you. So, buddy,
that's my whole point.
Your plug is about to get pulled.
He doing all that crying. Oh, y'all didn't let me know that AJ Brown was going to get traded. Oh, y'all didn't let me know that y'all was going to draft a quarterback. Oh, shut up. You ain't confident. You suck. You're Ryan Tannehill, not Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott ain't going nowhere. I don't even know. I don't even know who Dak Prescott's backup is. Who's his backup, Tiny?
Exactly.
You don't even have a backup.
Exactly.
So we can't afford to go down.
That lets you know. Exactly.
That's my whole point. Just like you said, Bob. Front office already let you know how we feel.
Yeah, that you won't notice. Your time is going to be short-lived. It's going to be short-lived.
And now that you let us know how you feel, that you ain't even a team player, we got to get you up out of here.
That's what I said. You ain't a team player. Like, we already know it's a man's job. We already know that it's a cold business.
So in other words, what you're saying is the Baker Mayfield train will be pulling up at that stop shortly.
Baker Mayfield will be in Tennessee.
The conductor will be out there. All aboard. We only got one getting on. Tannehill, all aboard.
Because he's going. Tannehill's going. When he said that, I was like, dude, are you serious?
And you better hope your season don't start off rocky. That's one thing. You better hope your season
and it's going to
start off rocky.
And Tannehill's been getting drugged through the mud for his little comments.
He sure had. He been getting drugged through the mud. It wasn't even up there a whole hour, and the media caught wind of it. And I mean, he got memes. Like, dude, you was trash last year. You didn't even do nothing last year. Now you're talking, you ain't gonna mentor somebody. What? You don't gotta mentor somebody. It's about inviting the QB into the team. Just do your job, dude. We already know it's a man's job. Just do your job and let everything else play. But that's that Baker Mayfield talk.
You played in Miami. You couldn't make it in Miami.
No.
You're not that great of a quarterback. You are a game manager. Just manage the game, and now your best wide receiver is gone. Now you crying. So Bob, your first instinct when you said no, I'm not mentoring him. Yeah, that's the right thing to say. Correct.
Correct.
You just don't say it out loud.
Yeah, that is true. But hey, I'm from the old school. Fuck it. These little soft kids nowadays.
We know that, Bob, but it's about just bringing them in. Like, wait to the year. The season start, dude. Shut up.
See, like I said, y'all right. I'm gonna change that tune. Y'all right. But see, I'm the type knucklehead I am. I might not let you get on the field for a couple of days. You might get some drops of something in your drink where you got the runs all practice. I'm going to try to pull your plug out somehow, some way.
That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about.
Maybe Tennessee is thinking that maybe this is the shot that Tannehill need to be more confident because his job might be on the line.
But I doubt that, Troy. If you fragile like that, your roller coaster ride is on the way downhill without no brakes. I think if you, like you said, if you shouting that from the mountaintop, I think you about to take a ride down the mountaintop without no brakes. So I think his time may be coming to a close if they have a rocky start down in Tennessee.
They're gonna go back to that state.
So if you could imagine last year, the Browns would have drafted Malik Willis, and they asked Baker, "Well, are you going to mentor Malik Willis?" How that would have went.
Well, see, the thing is, if it would have went that way, and I'd have been like, I wouldn't want that bum to mentor me anyway. So he can keep it. He can keep his 2-page playbook. Come on, man. I wouldn't even want him mentoring Pee Wee League right now. Come on, man.
All right, y'all. Let's move on. So Antonio Brown went Antonio Brown and said that Colin Kaepernick was trash. He ain't in the hood. He ain't did nothing for black people. I'm listening.
Really?
Well, I know. Yeah, I've been watching him. He's an idiot. Like Antonio Brown do things for. He reminds me of Terrell. Yeah, who's that? Yeah, Terrell Owens. Just do anything and say anything just to get some publicity because ain't nobody else talking about you since you pulled your shirt off in the middle of the freaking game. Like, dude, Colin Kaepernick is literally changing neighborhoods and changing the game. Like, and the only reason why the NFL ain't let him back in the league is because he know that Colin Kaepernick is going to change the game again with everything.
He said Colin Kaepernick was trash. He said that he was not a good quarterback. He's not in the spaces where he be at. He don't be in the hood. He don't be doing enough for black people. I don't know. He took the bag and ran from Nike. When Nike gave him the money for the contract, he took the money and ran. I was just like, are you serious? The last time I saw you was taking your shirt off in the middle of the field.
In the middle of the field. giving up the finger. Like, dude.
Now he got the gall to talk about somebody taking a bag and running. He had a couple weeks ago trying to proposition somebody to pick him up for to bet $20 million on him to pick him up for an NFL team. Talking about if I make it through the season, we'll pay you, and if I don't, you gotta pay him. I mean, come on, dude. Come on, man. If anybody listening to Antonio Brown, you got something wrong with you.
I'll put the video in a group chat. I thought y'all saw it because it's been all over the place. He lost his mind.
Man, that dude, man, he just like Tanya said, he's starving for attention, and it just ain't coming his way right now. Right. So anything said to help you get back in the limelight, he that type of dude. He gonna do what he got to do.
So the NFL really doesn't care. Do you think he'll have a job next year?
Who, Antonio Brown?
Yeah.
No. They already told him he got to go get some mental health. They already told him he needs some mental health wellness, and he told them no. And that's why he going from podcast to podcast. And the podcasts that he are going to, he just going wherever to talk. And even he's in spaces that is crazy. Like, first of all, why would I be in a space with Kim Kardashian, you got Kanye West, and all the crazy blunder that's going on with them, and you want Colin, Kaepernick to be with me and you? Absolutely not. That's the time with the spaces that you are in. Like, you're causing havoc wherever you're going. Like, get on social media, you see where he's at. Like, Kaepernick ain't going there with him. No, go somewhere.
I think the last comment I saw from Kaepernick, he said that he had no comment.
No, he had no comment. Why?
Smart move.
Why?
That's smart move.
Smart move. Why?
Smart move.
What's he going to say? Like, dude, you're not even credible.
Smart move. Just like the motto goes, silence is golden.
Kaepernick laid down his whole career for an NFL league. He has no career. He laid down his whole career, pretty much. He's been ousted out of a league.
Well, the crazy part is I've been reading that the Raiders owner is talking about he might give him a shot. So I don't know how credible that is. I'm just saying as backup.
I believe it when I see it.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's not just him. You talking about 31 other owners that know Kaepernick has actually rose since he left the NFL. He has a different type of sight. And again, he's in the youth, he's in the community. He didn't got the documentary because that's what Brown looking at the money he's made. But if you're a football player, he will tell you, I was a football player first. I just did what I thought needed to be done at that time.
He sacrificed his whole career for
something he believed in.
To kneel.
Yeah, to kneel. And it's still real. What he believed in is still what has allowed him to be where he's at today.
After he kneeled, cops are still beating up black folks. It ain't changed. So he was right. And Antonio Brown, man, just shut the fuck up, bro.
Just shut, because the money ain't coming your way.
I'm gonna send y'all the video. Y'all gonna be like, man, come on, bro.
Please do.
Yeah, I heard a little bit of it when he was talking about it. I was like, he done. Shut up, Brown.
All right, y'all want to move on? Y'all ready?
Yeah, we ready. We ready.
Bob, I apologize to you. I didn't put your Bob Burgundy in the text. So it's on you, man. What you got?
Oh man, there's been a lot of mess going on. Let me see. Well, I got one here. We got a teacher in upstate New York makes black students pick cotton and wear handcuffs in a slavery lesson.
I saw that.
And I mean, how are you a repeat offender of this mess? I just don't get it. I don't understand what your frame of thought is, what you trying to prove, or what you trying to get across. I have nothing on this far as why. What was your purpose? What you trying to get at? It just, I don't know.
All right, and them teachers, listen, and them parents, because I've been following this story. Dumb parents in New York, listen, they've been posting like the ones that you count your days. How the hell you make my baby learn how to pick some cotton seeds out of a cotton? And then she told him to sing a slavery song.
I just don't get it. I mean,
Tanya, I got a question for you, Tanya. You are an educator. If you saw one of your fellow educators behaving like this, what will be your steps of?
Listen,
how
we
would you handle it?
Been there, done that.
We just dealt with this at my school.
I'm listening.
And let me tell you,
it was like this.
It wasn't. It was to this magnitude. It was a polarizing statement that was posted on our board where African-American children, babies that I love, put this sign up. And what I did was went to my administration and said, is this what we're doing? Is this what this district is owning? It was taken down an hour later.
What was on the sign? Oh, okay.
Just know that sign was the most victimizing, polarizing statement I have ever. And I've been in school districts for 10 years. I've been in schools where I've been on African American teacher, where I've been called nigger and to see that sign, it wiped away everything. To see that sign and to see that it was going to stay up there, absolutely not. Not with the babies that I teach.
It was a teacher that put it up, or was it a student?
A teacher put it up. And
so is the teacher still employed?
Yeah, she employed, but that sign went down. Yeah, the sign went down. And, that's where you just, the policies and procedures. This is where I say culture, sensitivity, and culture diversity. So they keep talking about this culture race war theory. That's because they don't want us to know the truth. Like our students, I kind of go on this this tangent. Our students know the real, like in the history books, how one knew was history books for us, it was they took the land. I'm a social studies history teacher. Now it's they claimed the land. No, you took the land. So with this, when I saw that, it just, I was speechless. I was disheartened, but I understood it because I was that teacher who was in a building where a polarizing statement was placed on our bulletin board outside where everyone could see it. And I said, absolutely not. Well, my family's come into a school building and see that sign. Absolutely not. So I went to the powers that be and let them know I'm an African-American woman. Why would I want to see that next to my door every day? This is how we think? Because then I don't need, that's not for me. But it was taken down.
The teacher didn't have there was no repercussions for the teacher at all?
I'm not sure, but I do know for me, that sign was taken down immediately. So these teachers need to know that when you're teaching students, you know, I'm gonna say I have to be biased, but that right there, picking cotton. Oh, if I was a teacher at that school, it have went on. Yeah, I probably had to left the school right in there because that right there is so. Whew.
That's the problem. They get off the hook too easy.
Yeah, you
too easy.
gave
Okay,
a whole class.
I want the job. I want no suspension. I want the job.
You have a whole
Get off the hook
class
too easy.
of cotton.
Well, you know, and they also be like, well, I was just trying to teach and maybe I could see it a different way.
No.
You knew
when you, because again, you created the lesson plan. When you create lesson, this ain't no fly by night. You created a lesson plan. That's what they said. It was a lesson plan with the cotton, how you was going to pass it out, the song that was attached to it. Then you was going to give them a bag to put it in. You out your mind.
Yeah, so you sat at home over a cup of coffee and wrote this shenanigans out. So that's what that boiled down to.
It was a cotton picking lesson. That means you made a lesson plan for this shenanigans. Mm-mm.
All right.
What else you got, Bob?
Our next one, we got an Oklahoma correctional officer who was found guilty of helping white supremacists attack black detainees while in jail.
What'd you say?
Oklahoma correctional officer was found guilty of helping white supremacists attack black detainees in jail.
Oh, hold that thought.
Wow.
Yeah, so what would he do? He would, let's see, his name was Matthew Ware. He would open up the detainee cells, unlock them, and let the white supremacists come in there and just beat down the black inmates.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Oh, there's going to be repercussions after that.
Yep. They found him guilty. Let's see. Conscious of the lower ranking officer moved two black inmates detaining cell. He would move them into a cell, unlock the door, and somehow get the supremacist inmates in there and let them go at it.
So they would let the supremacists into.
They would unlock the door. He would unlock the cell, but the cell door would still be closed. He would unlock it. He'd be like, give him the signal, door open, go on in there and do what you got to do.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So how much you think that this happens all the time and he just got caught?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was sentenced in July. He got a max of 10 years in prison, which is trash, and got fined $250,000 for each violations that expanded over 3 years. But
they need to send him back to that jail.
I was about to say he's going back to that jail where he was at.
Put him in the ward with all the niggers.
Yep.
That's what he need to do. He don't go with the white folk. He will. Do you know his punishment would be so severe? It would be.
Yep.
It would be. It would be medieval what I would do to him.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He said this was going on for like 2-3 years.
What?
Ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Hey, what about the woman who got her man out of jail, who was a correction officer, and they still on the loose? Did you hear about that?
I think I've seen that.
Hey, listen. It was. I think it was in Alabama. She was a correctional officer for 18 years, maybe more. She was just about to retire, Had an affair with the inmate. He went to court. She was in charge of bringing him back to the correctional facility. Instead of going left, they went right and kept going.
So they took the jail paddy wagon.
Yeah, I think they had a car waiting. They dished that, had a car waiting on them.
And gone.
They on the loose. They just found the car today.
Yeah, I seen that. It was like an SUV or something.
They found a car in Tennessee today. They are still on the loose.
That is
now,
just dumb.
She's 5'8", he's 6'9".
You really gonna be subtle walking around with
I'll get him to Monday.
Wow. No, they'll be picked up by Sunday. I think Sunday night they had them.
You think they be picked up tomorrow? They've been gone since like Wednesday or Thursday.
Man, dude, you 6'9", man. You doing at 6'9", dude. Only way you gonna get off of this, you gonna have to be in the sewer system making your way to Mexico. Cause you ain't getting around at 6'9" without being noticed. No.
People who are 6'9" tend to stick out.
Exactly. Dude, you are gonna have to be in the sewer system and make your way to Mexico. There's no freaking way. You out walking around, hopping cars, going into diners out nowhere, having a burger. No. No.
They've been on a run longer than I thought they would be.
Wow. I know. I thought too, because I told you can't even order no DoorDash. Like, you gotta have cash. Like, they probably got
they made it to Tennessee from Alabama.
Oh yeah, you gotta have cash on hand. And I got one more for you.
So Bob. So you just said they gotta have cash on them, right?
Yeah, cash. You can use them cards.
3 days before the break of them, she sold her house. She sold her house for $95,000.
Oh well, so they're gonna be on the land for a while then. If she got 95 cash, she gonna be on the land for a while then. They got opportunity for a boat, private flight. Oh yeah, and trust me. Oh yeah, they're gonna be on the land for a while. If she got 95 cash. Oh yeah. Yeah, this gonna go longer than Monday, Troy. Yeah. This gonna go longer than Monday. Hey, and what's that show that come on? What I wouldn't do for my man? Is that?
The one on beat. It's the BET show.
Yeah. What I wouldn't do for my man.
Yeah.
He sold her house for $95,000.
He cashed her house out for $95,000 and was just about to retire. I don't know if he cashed her retirement out. She cashed her house out.
Wow.
She's right. So that means, can you imagine?
They had it planned. They had this plan for a while.
Wow.
I don't.
You get your boo out of jail.
You got 95 cash? Oh yeah. Yeah. You're gonna be on the run for a minute.
You get your boo out of jail.
I'll put that in the group. I'll put that in the group text too.
Yeah, you're gonna be on the run for a minute. I seen that. You're gonna be on the run for a minute.
You gotta put that in so I can post this up to this.
She just sold her house, and then they was interviewing her mom. They was like, that's just not her characteristic. She just never did anything like this. They didn't see none of this coming.
Yeah, big 6'9" was blowing her waffle out. That's what that was. She got her.
Had a little love affair in jail. He was like, look, being that we together, you think that we might be able to maybe possibly just leave here? Why don't you just sell your house?
Well, I got one more for the road. We got a Florida bride and a caterer who was arrested for after wedding guests allegedly got sick from marijuana-laced food at the reception.
Yeah.
Can you repeat that, sir?
Florida bride and caterer arrested after wedding guests allegedly got sick from marijuana-laced food. So they got everybody running. Everybody's getting messed up. Don't know why. Everybody going to the hospital, getting blood tests ran. They're like, your THC levels is through the roof. You been smoking some good.
They spiked the food at the wedding.
Everybody at the reception gone.
Somebody's grandma somewhere in the parking lot passed out.
So these two fools got arrested on your wedding day. Instead of you helping the plane heading to the Bahamas, you headed over to Sing Sing in cell block 6.
It was the caterer. The caterer did.
What about the groom? He just ain't had nothing to do with it. He was like,
I guess he had nothing to do with it. Hey, I'm out. But yeah, Florida bride and caterer gone. Bye-bye. Lacing everybody's food with marijuana. Just because she's a smoker, she want everybody to be a smoker.
That was not smart.
I mean, what is wrong with foods, man? I mean, what? Good. I mean, if you're gonna do that, give people opportunities. Say, look, table red is for the pothead, and table yellow is for I don't touch it. I mean, come on, man.
What if you had an interview for the job of your dream and gotta take a drug test the next day, and you know that you clean? And get
I'm suing him. Then I'm suing the bride.
You ain't getting nothing out of the bride. Hell, what you gonna get, a wedding dress? She on her way to jail. What you gonna get from her?
If like Troy said, if you I'm gonna take you to small claims court because now I ain't get my job because I'm full.
You get your job.
What you gonna get?
Bob, they got somebody. If you had that lavish wedding, and you knowingly knew.
Well, you probably get something from the caterer. Okay, you probably get steal something from the caterer, but the bride,
I'm talking about that caterer. You should have told her that it's unorthodox, unethical.
I bet that dance floor was off the chain that night.
I don't know. The way I read this, everybody was sick. What's going on? I don't feel right. Why is my heart racing?
What's that movie? Hey, Bob, what's that movie this is back in the day where it was a lot of indulgence in our house. But what's that movie, Bob, we watched? What was it when the two dudes was remember the little dog? The dog got a hold of the pipe. What's the name of that movie?
What?
Remember that movie?
Hold on, wait a minute. The dog got a hold of the pipe?
The dog. Remember the movie? Oh, what was the name of that movie? It was Ashton Kutcher's in the movie with his homeboy, and they couldn't find. Dude, where's my car?
Dude's in my car.
Remember the dog? Remember the dog, bro?
I can't with y'all.
Wedding looking like that. I remember you first saw that movie and you told me about it. I'll never forget. You was like, man, just watch the dog. I watched that, man. I think I was on a DVD. That's when we had DVD. I was watching that daggone part like 5,000 times, bro.
You just got to be off your rocker, man. I'll tell you, the dumb stuff people do, I just don't get it. If you want to have that, table red and table yellow. Yellow is for the fire and yellow is for caution. Just eat the regular food. It just don't make no sense. But that's all I got for the day on the shenanigans of the world. I don't know. That one there is just, I don't know.
All right, y'all. We got open mic time. So if y'all got anything y'all want to talk about, Tanya, you usually always got something. So, let's go ahead and put it on out. What's up?
Man, just want to say happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. It's their weekend to shine, be celebrated, get some self-love in, some self-care. Tomorrow, Empower Our Youth Foundation will be finally able to share their big news. I'm so excited. It will be all over social media. We are going to be in a magazine. So I'm still not able to say, it's about to really, it's just
So
a
you can't
blessing.
say. Do you know what the news is?
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah.
We know what the
But
news is.
you can't say nothing.
No, I found out the news back in March,
You
so
can
that's
just
how
whisper.
long
It ain't nobody listening.
Listen, I just really told Bob, like, that's how it was like, no, you can't say anything. And my superintendent at my school was like, he had came to the school this week. He was like, I can't say nothing yet. I was like, no. I was like, I'm the same way. And so we've been doing the countdown, but I just want to say thank you to supporters, for community leaders, community constituents, for you, for the sports crew, for just always believing in Empower Our Youth Foundation and the families and the work that we are doing in the community to change lives, to offer official reporting. As you know, I'm a fourth grade teacher by career, and I live and breathe what I do. Family, community, and youth are my passion. And so to be able to be honored in this way, oh my God, I cannot, just to be able to, again, embrace what we're doing and to see it on the national level, but to really just say thank you. Thank you for Empower You and for myself to be honored in this way. But it takes a village. And so when I'm able to share, we're going to say the village won this award. So I cannot wait to, celebrate it'll be on Monday, but I'm able to say a little bit on tomorrow, which will be Mother's Day. So
put it on the group text so we'll know. I want to know what it is.
Yeah, so we'll talk about it all next week because I'm up, for the league. So we'll be able to talk about it more. But just again, shout out to we had a girls power event over the weekend. Empower Up the Girl event. We had 20 young ladies, guest attendees that came. It was held at the William H. Adams Community Center. I just want to give a shout out to Swerve Fitness. Swerve Hip Hop Fitness. Her name is Alicia Alacott. Pour on the Art. Samara Tillman and Jamez Ola. They came and they did an amazing job. The girls came home, and then our t-shirts were created by Ava Leon. So thank you, ladies, for really blessing the girls with knowledge, pouring into them, and empowerment with body self-esteem and self-empowerment. So that's all I got. What about
awesome.
You, else?
You got R. Kelly.
Oh man, hey, just want to give a shout out to the moms out there real quick. Everybody have a good day tomorrow. Enjoy it. Get pampered, do your thing, and just enjoy it. And basically, just another good day conversation as we do it. Fans wait, we give it how we give it. And if you don't like it, that's too bad. It's about how we putting it. So just another good day. Sports, wine, and brew. Good segment. Peace out. Have a good weekend. Troy, what you rolling with?
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, my wife, my mom, Tanya. Happy Mother's Day. I hope you have a great day tomorrow. You should be just chilling tomorrow. I'm going to be chilling because it's going to be like Father's Day too, because as long as she's chilling, I'm chilling. So that's all I got to say. Good show though today, though. It was a good show, y'all.
Yes,
it was. It was a good show. And thank you again to Antonio Johnson Jr., his mom and dad, for coming on the show and talking about, again, we just got to give it up. 8 years old, 55-pound national champion, #1 in the nation. Great job, Troy, for, heading up the interview. He had a lot to talk about. So again, the school that he attends, Sheridan, make sure that you shouting them out, because again, that's what it's all about. So you have any other youth, or you're doing some great things in the community and you want everybody to know about it, come on the SportzKelz Wine and Brew Show and let us know so that we can recognize you.
Hey, Tanya, I do have a possible coach that might want to come on.
Go ahead. Come on.
He's what do you call it? The Pee-wee coach? Pee-wee football coach? He's like the commissioner of the Pee-wee League.
Hey, let's go.
I think it's like 120 pound and below is what he's a commissioner of, and I think he's in charge of like maybe 20 to 30 teams, something like that in Columbus. So
okay,
he said that he'd be willing to come and talk and tell us how he formed the league, and about how he's helping kids in the community and stuff like that, and how football is helping kids get off the streets, blah 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 blah. So.
Well, hey, I'm ready. Let's say, come on, get them cooked up with us and bring them on the show. So,
hey, I wasn't trying to be funny or nothing like that, but that's what he said. He said, I can say everything, blah 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 blah. I can talk about the football. I can talk about getting the kids off the street. I was like, all right, got you. Hey man, what happened to our other two? Where Gooch and Neil at today?
Gooch shot me a text, but I ain't had the chance to get to it. I think Neil might be in the middle of moving into his new castle. So I think that's where he may be at today. Either that or he at work, one of the two. Because I know he's closing on his on the crib. So I don't know if he finally
that's right.
to the kingdom.
Congratulations to Neil, man.
Yeah, so I don't know if he in there or he down at the pit at OSU. It's one of them two. So
all right. Well, next up is SportzKelz Diva is next up. So hey, we cannot wait. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Be safe, and we will see you back next Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern Time.
All right now. Peace.
Peace, y'all.